So if you've had the privilege of having children, or maybe you're an aunt or an uncle, or you've become a godparent, you have friends who have children, whatever it might be, perhaps they've done some kind of ceremony, a blessing, a dedication, a christening. They're wonderful events, aren't they? Thanking God and being thankful for a child's life and drawing together family and friends in celebration of that. Well, we've reached a part in Luke's account, in this chapter which records the memories of Mary as she recounts her birth of Jesus and his first few weeks of life, when Jesus is dedicated. This big family religious moment where Mary and Joseph celebrate Jesus' life. And as Mary recounts it, she's an old woman now obviously, to investigator Luke, she remembers two key people who were there, who stand out in her mind. One's obvious, one's less obvious. She remembers Simeon, who was the young leading priest who did the blessing, who did the dedication and led that service. And she remembers Anna, a very old, devout widow who was kind of a piece of the furniture in the temple. She was always there. There's something here actually about Luke's integrity as an investigator. See, Simeon was almost certainly still alive, so he's had chance to talk with Simeon and has heard the words that Simeon spoke. And as the official priest, there's every chance his words at the time over the baby Jesus, the blessing he prayed, was recorded by a scribe and had been kept. Luke dug up those old papers and could read exactly Simeon's words. And so Luke records them for us. But Anna, when Jesus was a baby, was already described as very old. So she's long dead by the time Luke launches his investigation. He confidently records Simeon's words from Simeon's own mouth, from the official record. But he won't be drawn to speculate about exactly what Anna said. He simply says she spoke about the child to all. He won't record anything second-hand. It really speaks to his integrity as an investigator. Luke wants us to know with certainty what he's written we can be confident in. So when he does record Simeon's words, we know they were Simeon's words. Listen to them. This is in sentences 30 to 32. Simeon burst into praise. He was obviously one of those priests, totally unlike me as a pastor, who could also play the guitar. And this is what he says. For my eyes have seen your salvation, which you have prepared in the sight of all nations, a light for revelation to the Gentiles and the glory of your people Israel. Simeon looks at this tiny baby Jesus and his heart explodes. His mind can hardly compute it. It's inconceivable. He's looking at the one God has promised to bring salvation to all nations. A light of revelation, it says, to the Gentiles. That describes everyone who's not a Jew, the whole world that's not Jewish. Jesus is going to be a light revealing God to all those people, and he's going to be the glory even of the people of Israel are going to see him. He's for absolutely everyone, the expected and the unexpected, the near and the far. Jesus is the hope for all people. It reminds me of a sentence in the Bible, 2 Corinthians 4 verse 6, where it says, for the God who said, let light shine out of darkness, has shone in our hearts to reveal to us the glory of God in the face of Jesus. Simeon looked at that baby chubby face of Jesus and he saw the glory of God, and he says this is God's salvation for anyone who wants to believe. I want to encourage you either to say thank you or to say please. To say thank you that you have seen Jesus' face and realized he's your salvation. Just say thank you to God for allowing you to see. And if you haven't, if when you look on the face of Jesus you're not like Simeon, bursting forth in praise and wonder and adoration, well, why don't you say please? Please God, would you help me see?